All right, Bella Gotti, when you first started rapping?
I have been rapping since '03, since 6th grade, LEMS.
When the first time you go in the studio for the first time, like professionally?
Professionally, the first time I went to the studio, I was 16. That's when we had Mr. Fry. We had some shit going on at LE. We could do all of that.
Do you remember the first song it was?
The first song I recorded was with Sgt.B from the Arkansas side. It was Flying Fresh.
Was that like in the class you was talking about?
Yeah, I did some of it over there with Sgt.B, and then like when I got back to school, I kind of edited some stuff too. So
it wasn't no cussing or nothing?
Yeah, No, I wasn't cussing because my mama never heard that. My mama ain't really heard none of my music like this. Kind of hardcore now.
Yeah. So who's your inspirations like growing up?
My inspiration growing up, I loved Remy. Like, Remy was like that one artist for me that honestly wasn't caught up in an image. It was more about what I got to say. She still had her image, but her lyrics were raw. And she was being herself versus a lot of people didn't have that opportunity.
Do you think they look at the female artists more for selling sex more than their lyrics?
Yes. Yes, they do. Especially me, because I'm not straight. So I don't sell myself the same way other artists, female artists, don't sell they sell. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about some guy rappers?
I think as far as sex, it's actually looked at that as well with males. You're going to have your more muscular guys, and you're going to have more dread heads. You're going to have a lot of red niggas running around. You're going to always have that to appeal to a woman. Things that women like. Now, you know, you're appealing to both sides, but you know, you're going to always have to have that appeal there too.
Any of those male artists inspire you growing up?
Actually, I wasn't inspired by male rappers. I was inspired by Prince. Because Prince, me being myself, I'm androgynous. A lot of people will look at me and consider me a stud when they see me, but people who know me know that I'm very feminine. So Prince was like a big inspiration for me on that because he wore everything he wanted to wear. And it's like, you got to deal with it. But I'm still put my music out, I'm still make my money. And it was the only person doing it that I saw.
So that explains the style and everything.
Yes. Yeah, I am big on clothes. My grandmother had a clothing store growing up, so all I know is clothes. But me with fashion, I always had more of a masculine appeal, but I kind of try to mix it in with feminine a little bit.
You got like a top 5 when it comes to artists?
Yeah. Prince is going to always be number 1. Nicki will be number 2. Cher, number 3. Casey Hill. And Travis Scott.
You might need in the studio to get you right to get a good song out?
I have to have, when I go to the studio, my main thing is the person I'm recording with, I need them to be serious. I really don't like people who smoke too much with the other artists that's coming in. A lot of people smoke so much, they hide with you, everybody hide, nobody getting nothing done. And now you done took a song, because I usually do 3 songs in an hour. So like when I go, I need you to be focused with me too. You go smoke, but don't let it kind of slow you behind. As long as I got all of that, I'm situated.
So in the city, like, how do you look at the local scene?
The local rap scene, I actually love everything that's going on right now. My thing with the artists that I think that they need to focus on here is everybody has a talent, but if you piece together, you have a master talent. And your talent is not going to knock down somebody else's talent. Somebody else's talent is not going to knock down yours. We all have something. And if you piece together and realize that everybody has something and you have a master plan, that's how come Atlanta works.
So who's some people that you listen to?
I listen to GB. Everybody know I love GB to death. Like, that's like one of my favorite groups out here. Of course, Overthrow. We've been listening to Overthrow since we was tiny tykes. Like, Overthrow is really one of the groups around here who has taught people There is no age limit on anything. It's about your desire. They've been doing this since they were kids. They getting grown now, got families, and they still doing it. And that's the hustle that everybody needs to have. Keep doing it. Somebody gonna hear you eventually.
So, how many people you think you work with in the local scene right now?
In the local scene right now, of course, everybody know me and Bozzy, real close. Tim Yayo, he sings. That's my best friend. I always do a lot of stuff with him. Solo, Elijah, I do a lot of stuff with him. And my producer is locked up, a free AK.
So anybody that you haven't worked with, you looking forward to working with?
I would actually like to work with Smoothie. And it's kind of weird because I'm in Hammond and New Orleans. He was in Hammond. So it's kind of like we flip-flop Texarkana. But I like what he took from the area. A lot of people don't take advantage of picking up that new style. And when you bring it to your area, you sound totally different. So I commend him on that. Definitely Bozzy. We definitely need to do a song together. GB, I would like to work with them on something. But that's about it. I'm kind of picky artist when it comes down to working with people. No offense to anyone, I just am. Work ethic. I don't just rap. I have 3 businesses. So that's my thing, is that I know that I don't limit myself to rap. So it's like, my thing with artists is, can you expand yourself? What else do you offer other than doing music? Are you involved in your community? Like OTMG have started showing community involvement. That's important. But that's a lot of things that I look at. What else can you do? And a lot of people can't really do nothing else.
If you can describe the differences between the Hammond scene and the Texarkana scene, how would you describe it?
Honestly, it's really not a difference. The music in Hammond and Baton Rouge is kind of like Texarkana music. We kind of got that jig to us a little bit. We almost got like a soul jig, is what I kind of call it, because we still put blues in our music in our own way, but they really have the same scene. Now, New Orleans, totally different. But as far as Hammond, Baton Rouge, it's the same thing. That's why I'm trying to bring people towards that way.